To replace the pump, make sure the grooves are aligned with the tabs that they fit into, and then slide the pump back into position, and make sure that the power cable fits through the opening in the wall behind the pump. At the inlet of the pump, there is a small nozzle that can be turned to adjust the tightness of the connection between the inlet and the Y-shaped tube. You can adjust this to fit your needs, but please make sure that you don't make it too tight or loose so that the tube and the pump don't fit together properly. Now you can screw in the screws that you removed earlier from the Y-shaped tube. If you have finished with maintenance on the pump, or if you are setting up the unit for the first time, now is when you can place the bag of biological rock material into the space provided next to the part of the tube with the grill. The next step is to install the quartz sleeve. Take the rubber gasket from the quartz sleeve and install it in the following manner. The gasket has two sides, one is tapered like a triangle and the other has square edges. You want the tapered edge of the gasket to point to the front of the quartz sleeve, and the square-edged end to point towards the opening of the sleeve. Slide the gasket onto the sleeve so that it rests roughly 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch above the open end of the quartz sleeve. Now you can insert the quartz sleeve into the hole in the base of the unit and press it in until the gasket forms a secure seal but doesn't slip off. To install the UV bulb, you can insert the bulb into the plug coming out of the ballast. The bulb is not polarized, so you don't have to worry about which way to plug it in. Make sure that you don't get too much oil or grease from your hands or any other foreign substances on the bulb because it gets quite hot and anything on the bulb can significantly reduce its lifespan. Before fully inserting the bulb into the quartz sleeve opening, note the two notches on the sides of the bulb holder and the quartz sleeve receptacle pointed out in the video. These have to be lined up and matched with each other for the bulb to properly fit inside the unit. Once fitted, you can screw the retaining cap, which is right behind the UV bulb plug on the ballast cable, over the UV bulb and quartz sleeve, creating a waterproof seal from the outside. That is the entire process for installing and maintaining the active filtering system of the unit. If you want to clean or replace the sponge filter media in the layers above the base, you can do so by removing one end of the sponge, which is centered between the two retaining clips of the layer, and pulling out the whole sponge in a line. You can then wash it or replace it. Remember that the wider, less dense sponge goes on the outside and the finer sponge goes on the inside of the two layers.